In a world where giant tech companies are overtaking the real estate industry, why did I double down on a family-owned brokerage? My name is Corey, and I have been in real estate since 2018. And formerly, I was in retail management. I worked for a store that was a privately held company. And after my first few years there, it became publicly traded. And I saw overnight how it just completely changed. The vibe and what mattered to that company changed almost overnight. So when I left that company and I went to Runnings, it was a family-owned company, and I really loved the fact that they weren't publicly traded. They were down-to-earth, real people who weren't held to the grip of stockholders and making sure they constantly turn a profit year after year. Instead, these were real people with real connections that I felt like I had a strong connection with. So when I got into real estate, I was looking for that same kind of feel. I was looking for something that wasn't publicly traded because I felt like the demands and the expectations were just out of touch and not based in reality. So when I interviewed for Hanna, it was really cool because I got to see a company that has the power of large, awesome tools that they can provide to their agents while still allowing us to really make decisions on a local level. Real estate's hyper local between different areas. So you can't just make one rule, paint a broad paintbrush stroke, and think that the rule applies to all different areas. Again, real estate's hyper local, and how we do real estate here in Syracuse is very different to how you do real estate, say, in Washington, D.C. Hanna just isn't a regular brokerage. It's a family-owned powerhouse that provides the safety of a corporation while having the soul of a family, small-run business. So here are a few reasons why I chose Hanna and why I'm still here. Well, number one, I already started to go into it, is we are privately held. We're family-owned. There are no unrealistic expectations from stockholders to meet a demand or unrealistic expectations. Every decision that's made is based with the agents in mind, not with the stockholders in mind. They're here to support the agents and really make an impact on the agents' lives. The company's been through many generations of the Hannas, and it has a fantastic sense of stability. I mean, you can't be around since the 50s and still be here in 2026 and gone through all of these different industry changes, from going from MLS books to internet to the lawsuits last year. Like, being in real estate and having a company and a brokerage for that long really says something about how you care for your agents and how you look out for their best interests. There's a story that I like to tell. We have a program that's called the Hanna Income Advantage. Not many brokerages have this, but in the real estate world, it's really hard to have a steady paycheck, and it's really difficult for a lot of people. So Hanna has this program that agents can receive up to $3,000 a month for their income advantage. So Hanna writes them a check if they don't have anything that closes that month, and they're able to build that up and be able to, pay their bills and stuff. So usually the enrollment starts January, ends in February, and then they close it out for the rest of the year. You can't resub until the following year. So when COVID happened, it was ended right in end of February or the middle of February, and then COVID and everything shut down the middle of March. So you had this 2-week period. And everyone was really nervous because everything was going to shut down. We couldn't sell houses without a whole proper procedure. But our leadership, Hobie, decided to reopen up the income advantage enrollment for all the agents. So the agents who missed that enrollment period or said, no, thank you, he made that decision himself to switch and allow agents to sign up for that income advantage because he felt like it was really impactful, especially for going through a COVID pandemic. Now, that kind of decision, I don't know if that would have happened if this was a publicly traded company, because that would have eaten into the bottom line, the profit line. But I gained a lot of respect for Hobie because, you don't make a decision like that without sympathizing with the agents and really trying to help them navigate a difficult situation. We had no idea how long we were going to have to go without any kind of paycheck. So the fact that he was like, you know what, let's open up enrollment again. Let's do it for another couple months. Let our agents re-sign up if they haven't. They have the opportunity. This way they can still provide while their jobs are on hold. I thought that was really impactful, and that only solidified why I love this company. Okay, point number 2, the Hanna Wealth and Health Program. So Howard Hanna has tons of awesome incentives with insurance, dental, health, life insurance that they can provide to their agents, where a lot of real estate brokerages, because real estate agents are independent contractors, it's hard to get health insurance. There's no company provided health insurance. But at Howard Hanna, we have Howard Hanna Insurance. And it's great programs, especially if you are a single person, you don't have the insurance benefits of a partner to lean on. At least we have this option for our agents to get their own health insurance, which is pretty big in the real estate world. Another subset of that would be the fact that we have this retirement savings plan. So that's the thing, like in real estate, you don't have a 401k. The company doesn't contribute to that because we're held as an independent contractor. So you see the trope of, the average age of a real estate agent's like in their 60s, because it's hard for agents to retire. They don't want to give up. There's no retirement plan saved up, no retirement savings account built. So at Howard Hanna, what we have the ability to do is take a certain percentage of our commission check every time we get one to put into an IRA. So this way we can start saving for the future. And it's so easy to sign up. We have a financial advisor that we talk to that's in-house that works with Howard Hanna, and we can get it all streamlined and set up. So I don't have to, when I get my commission check, I don't have to think to then put that and make the deposit. It automatically comes out and gives me a little peace of mind to know that I'm saving for my future. Point 3, I would say, is the tech stack. Brokerages all provide different types of tools. Some provide absolutely none to their agents. Others offer a wide range, like a Swiss Army knife of tools. One of my favorite that Howard Hanna provides is that CRM. Because if you are a real estate agent who is listening right now, if your company provides a CRM or does not, you need to use a CRM, a customer relationship manager. When you start building your book of business and you start getting all of these clients, this database houses all the information of your clients. So you can remember birthdays, anniversaries, addresses. And the one that Howard Hanna even lets you do drip marketing campaigns all within house of the CRM. Out of all the tools that Howard Hanna provides, that one is my favorite because I think it has the largest impact on agents' bottom line that a lot of agents don't spend much time with. Building a CRM and having a good system for your CRM will increase your net revenue. But Howard Hanna also provides different things, like we have Real Scout, which is a home search tool connected directly to the MLS that gives agents a lot of great feedback and can even work with the clients, noticing what they like, what they don't like, the more that they interact with the program, and send houses to them that helps you stay top of mind. Another thing that Howard Hanna provides is this program that's called Buy Side, which is an automatic valuation program. So it allows really easily for your clients to plug in their address, figure out what the rough estimate of their property is. Now, I would say those are always nice to have because everyone's very familiar with the Zillow's estimate, but the Buy Side or Percy, whatever you want to call it, gives you multiple different opinions on price. And I mean, we all know that those things don't take into account the upgrades or updates that you have done to the house. They look purely at a numbers basis. Same bedrooms, bathrooms, style house in the same area or school district of the house. So it's not 100% accurate, but at least you have something of value to provide to your customers. Another really cool program that Howard Hanna offers is this program. It's called ActivePipe, and it's an email marketing system. So you can create newsletters, you can create email blasts, and very easily have it be done, pulls information directly from the MLS, and once you're done, you can send it to your entire database. That's in your CRM, so everything is linked together. Okay, one more program I want to talk about, and it's the Open to Close Open House Sign-In app. So when you come into an open house and you check in a client and you write it down on a piece of paper, you're leaving their information open for other guests to come in. You never know what's going on. But with the Open to Close app, when someone comes into your open house, You can sign them into the computer. Not only does it save their information and hide it from other people coming into your open house, but it makes a really easy way for you to follow up. And it automatically syncs those people who don't have an agent right into your CRM, so it makes follow-up really easy. Okay, and point number 4, client-facing advantages. What does that mean? Well, being a family-owned brokerage at such a large scale, we can come up with really cool programs to offer our clients. Case in point is the Howard Hanna 100% money-back guarantee. So that's a fantastic way to market your property that doesn't include any payment from the seller. It costs no money for the seller to enter in this program, but the restrictions would be single-family house between a certain price range, and you agree to list with that agent for 6 months. Why would you want to do this? Well, when you are able to say, we love this house so much and we're confident by the product so much that we have a 100% money back guarantee, where then the buyers can then come, represented by another Howard Hanna agent, pay 1% of the purchase price, and have the ability to resell the house in a time frame, which is like pretty mind-blowing that that's an available program. But that is just one example of something that we can do out of the box for our clients. Here's another great one, the Buy Before You Sell program with the First Priority Mortgage. Howard Hanna, First Priority Mortgage, all together were owned by the same people. With that being said, First Priority and Howard Hanna came up with this program that if you have a lot of equity built into your house, what it allows you to do is buy a house before you sell your house. So you get a pre-approval that's non-contingent on the sale of your house. And essentially it works kind of like a bridge loan, right? But you're leveraging the equity that you have in the house, and especially in the Syracuse market, I've used this a lot this past year with a lot of my clients because they love the ability that in Syracuse we have multiple offers on every house. There was a house just 2 weeks ago that had 17 offers on it. So if it has 17 offers on it, do you think they want to go with a house that has, or do you think they want to go with an offer that has a house to sell? No, they don't. They want no hurdles and they want to get to the closing line as quick as possible. With that Buy Before You Sell program, if someone has a house to sell, a beautiful way to leverage that equity and not hurt yourself when it comes to a multiple offer situation. Okay, I have one more client-facing advantage. This one was when the settlement had just started last year and it ran for only a specific time. But I'm bringing it up because I thought it was a out-of-the-box cool thing that we did for our clients. And it was a program that when you agreed to work with a Howard Hanna agent, you agree to work with them for at least 6 months as a buyer, and you work with First Priority, you would get a little bit money back at the closing table. So you would almost get like some of your closing cost deducted and reduced a little bit merely by working with a Howard Hanna agent. Now, why that's cool is, especially in a time when after the settlement happened with NAR, a lot of agents were figuring out, oh my God, now I have to have my buyer sign an agreement. How am I going to do this? How am I going to entice them? Why would they? Howard Hanna created a value proposition with their in-house services to create a win-win not only for the agent, but also for their clients. There are tons of other great things that Howard Hanna has, not to mention like a mentorship program where new agents work under the wing of an experienced agent. We also have Hannamobiles where agents get paid to drive a green car with a Howard Hanna logo on them. There are tons of great things with Howard Hanna that I do love that I haven't even touched on with this video. But one of the things that I love the most is, even though it is a large company and we're across like 15 states now, which is crazy, all through on the East Coast, while Howard Hanna is a big company, they allow us to make decisions on a smaller local level that are realistic and impact our agents' businesses and also our customers' lives. I mean, you're talking about game-changing programs that if we didn't have the Buy Before You Sell program, we wouldn't have more inventory on the market. Howard Hanna brings these out-of-the-box programs and things to our agents and clients, and it's one thing that I love the most. One more story I want to share. So I do a podcast called the Corey Cast. If you haven't seen it, you can look on my YouTube channel and you'll find it right there. And I had an idea to interview Helen Hanna Casey. She is the CEO for Howard Hanna. And I sent her an email with my whole pitch. Hey, I do a a podcast where I talk to people from all over the world. It's a positive platform for people to talk about the things that they care about, right? Send the email. I go on about my day. I forget I send that email. And about 20, 30 minutes later, a random call comes up on my phone. I answer, hello, it's Corey. And on the other line was, hey, this is Helen. And I was like, Helen who? I don't know Helen. And she said, Hanna, Casey, I got your email about your podcast. You want me to be a guest on your podcast? Can you tell me a little bit more? I think I would really love to do it. It sounds like a lot of fun. And I was blown away. I thought somebody who's a CEO of the company would not have time for me, and the email would just go immediately into her trash can folder. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought she would just delete it, wipe it out of her mind. But the fact that she reached out to me, by the way, in about 20, 30 minutes, which is crazy turnaround time for a CEO. And she came on my podcast and I had a wonderful time talking to her virtually. So I'll put the link below if you're interested, or you can just search through Corey Cast, Helen, Hanna, Casey. You'll find the episode that we did. It was really cool and really eye-opening because I learned a lot about the Howard Hanna story, how it formed and how it grew. And it was just a really cool conversation that, again, if this was a publicly traded company, would I have been able to get the opportunity to sit in front of the CEO? Maybe, but probably not. Let's be real. Here's my thing for agents. If you're feeling like you're just another number on a spreadsheet and you want to feel like you matter somewhere, Howard Hanna is a great place to hang your hat. Not only in the Liverpool office do we have a great vibe and a great energy, but Howard Hanna has tons of great tools and things to offer to you that will help grow your business. When you are a real estate professional, it's hard to understand what's important and what to take in, but Howard Hanna makes that process very easy and really streamlines all the tools and navigating everything that comes with it. And if you're a client listening and you want the professionalism, you want the experience, you want the tools, you want the market share to list your house and back your home, let's chat. So if you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment below. Let me know if you work for Howard Hanna and you have a favorite program. Let me know what it is below. I wholeheartedly can say I really enjoy working for this company, and I think the amount that they do for their agents is under recognized. It's crazy the amount of programs that we have. I have a list. We have exclusive Zillow Showcase tokens that are way cheaper than others. We have Hanna Travel, where agents can win trips to go. I mean, in just a couple weeks, they're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee for free. We have HannaCon every year, a giant convention. HannaCon every other year. But it's a huge convention where we get together and we learn and we network. They have Hannamobiles. We've talked about that. We've talked about Income Advantage. We talked about health insurance and the saving plans. We have a full in-house marketing team. If you don't want to design your social media post or you need help designing large-scale billboards, flyers, banners, we have an in-house graphic designer. We have the money-back guarantee. We talked about that. We talked about the buy and borrow bundle that's no longer. TV ad campaigns. We have customized CMA presentations. Real Scout, open to close, CRM, buy side, home boost ads, which run ads for your listings. I mean, there is so much that we offer, and it is crazy. It's one company that I really love working for, and each year that I'm here, it impresses me more and more. So if you are interested in becoming a real estate agent, or you're interested in joining the team, reach out to me or message me at any of my social media accounts, and we can start the conversation.